All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call line by Alahaina wa Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Hakakodash. I want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who want to teach well, and the hearty shalom to the elect. All right, the Lord gonna fight for us, man. In the times that we're coming into, and every day of our life, the Lord has intervened and protected us. All right, with His angels, and the Lord has put people in our life to intervene for us and take care of us as well. All right, to defend us in certain circumstances. Okay, uh, whether it be at work, uh, in relationships, friendships, or relationships like boyfriend and girlfriend, or husband and wife, whatever the case may be. And then you got the spiritual defense from the angels. All right, the Lord has fought for us, and the Lord will continue to fight for us. All right, and deliver us. Okay. All right, so just want to talk about the Lord, how He fought for Israel in the past, okay? And the same thing that the Lord did in the past for Israel, He's going to do today for us in the present, okay, and in the future. So I got the definition for the word fight, and it says to take part in a violent struggle involving the exchange of physical blows or the use of weapons. All right, sometimes sometimes our fight is going to be spiritual. Sometimes our fight is going to be physical. So like it, and the use of weapons or physical blows may not happen in either case, or it may happen in some case where the blows may be physical or use of weapons, but nonetheless, the Lord's going to deliver us and fight for us and deliver us. Okay, you have to believe that. Okay, that's part of having faith, believing that the Lord will deliver you. I think the second Ezra 9:7 says that, just roughly paraphrasing, those that believe. Okay, those that will be saved because their faith in their works. Okay, but nonetheless, all right, we gotta believe. Okay, we have to believe. All right, so this is Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning." So the things that happened in the past that was written down, okay, by Moses, by the prophets, okay, uh, it was for us to learn from. Okay, all right, just like they say in the secular world, history repeats itself. Well, it repeats itself because the Lord set it up that way, but it also repeats itself because the people that are here today are the same people that was back in the past. And also, my point in saying that is that history repeats itself because the people are coming back doing the same things over and over again. So the things that were written aforetime are to help us to learn about what we will go through today. All right. It says through that we through patience and faith, it's like it that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. And the Lord has given accounts of where battles had ensued and the Israelites were defeated and delivered. Okay, both instances. All right, but in this time we know that we're going to get the victory and overcome because Yahweh Shai is coming. All right, He's going to cast that victory upon us. Okay, Revelation 19 tells you how you're going to overcome and take. Revelations, Salakia, 2nd Ezra 13th chapter. All right, and we know through Daniel, the second chapter, that the Lord is going to take down His kingdom, and His kingdom is going to be set up forever. That means that's another key indicator that we're going to win the fight at the end of the day. Sorry for being long-winded. But those are examples of things that happened in the past that we can learn from today to give us hope. Okay? All right? So here goes another example in 2nd Maccabees, the 8th chapter. I'm going to start about the 12th verse. It's kind of long, so just bear with me. It says, "Now when the word was brought unto Judas of the Canors coming, and he had imparted unto those that were with him that the army was at hand. They that were fearful and distrusted the justice of Yahweh fled and conveyed themselves away." And that's what we don't need to be in that spirit of, okay? because we know the Lord's going to fight for us. We know it through the scriptures. We know it because it happened in the past. It happened in our daily lives now that we're living it. And we believe that the Lord's going to fight for us in the future. It says, others sold all that they had left and with all besought to the Lord to deliver them, sold by the wicked Nicanor before they met together. All right, they were the people that were unbelieving. Okay, the Lord's not going to do nothing for nobody that don't believe. All right, especially into the time that we're coming through, because we're going to be put up for treason and all types of stuff for being a witness unto the Lord. Okay, title. All right. Verse 15, it says, and if not for their own sakes, yet for the covenants he had made with their covenants that he had made with their fathers, and for the holy and glorious namesake by which they were called. All right. So Maccabeus called his men together unto the number of 6,000, and exhorted them not to be stricken with terror of the enemy, nor to fear the great multitude of the heathen who came wrongly against them, but to fight manfully, and that's what we must do. All right, and we know that the Lord's going to be with us, but here to fight is to take part in a violent struggle. All right, in exchange for blows or the use of weapon. What's manfully mean? In a manful way, bravely, okay, boldly, gallantly, heroically, courageously, okay. All right, so we have to courageously fight. All right. And if you don't have that courageous spirit in you, pray for the Lord to give you a courageous spirit. All right. Let me go back to here. So that's what we have to do today. Those men that you read about in Second Esdras, all right, the 144,000, those men fought manfully for the Lord. All right, they stood stiffly for the Lord. All right, no matter what was before them, they stood stiffly for the Lord. All right, it says, verse 17, and to set before their eyes the injury that they had unjustly done to the holy place, and to the cruel handling of the city whereof they made a mockery, and the taking away of the government of their forefathers. For they said he trusts in their weapons and boldness, but our confidence is in the Almighty, who at a beck can cast down both them that come against us and also all the world. That's the power of our Father, Yahweh. Okay. He can do great things of that nature. He can cast down the whole world in a blink of an eye for messing with his people. All right. We are the apple of the Lord's eye. Can't remember where it says in Psalms. Thought it was somewhere else too. Psalm was somewhere else, man, like in one of the books of the prophets. But nonetheless, okay. All right, we are the apple of the Lord's eye. Okay. All right. We are precious in the sight of the Lord. Okay. All right. So he's gonna do wondrous things for us, even taking down our enemy, Esau, Edom. Okay. So um our enemy trusts in their power, all right, which is weapons, all right, their money, the resources that they have, okay, which can cause and seem them to be great. But our resource is the power that gave our enemy their resources, okay. Our power is the one that has given us the law, statutes, commandments, all right, has made us holy in his sight by the sacrifice of his son, all right. Our power is going to bring hell to this place to deliver his people, all right. That's our power. Okay, he did it to the Egyptians. The hell that he brought upon them. All we can do is read and speculate what they physically went through. Okay, but we're going to see physically what they went through today, not today specifically, but in this time frame. All right, in a different way. All right, because the plagues of Egypt, they're probably going to be worse than what they were back in the day compared to today. Okay, but it's our power that's doing that. So we need to have that confidence, that trust in the Lord, okay? That he's going to protect his people and fight for us because he will, all right? While I'm sitting here bumping my gums. Isaiah 41. All right, this is Isaiah 41 and 10. It says, Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. All right. And we know that the Heavenly Father's Son, Yahweh Shai, sits on his right hand. So that's how the Lord's going to uphold us, okay? Because Yahweh Shai created everything, all right? And it was predestined through Yahweh Shai for the elect to be delivered and to be upheld, all right, by the Lord Yahweh Shai, all right? Verse 11, Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them, and thou shalt not find them, even them that contend with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing as a thing of naught. For I, Yahweh thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Okay, the Lord's going to give us aid. Okay, in this fight, he's giving us aid now, every day. Okay, so an example of what we're reading now is how our forefathers were boosted up to be made confident in the Lord by this brother speaking unto them things that has happened in the past, all right, to give them that confidence in the Lord. Verse 19 is 2 Maccabees 8:19. Moreover, he reaccounted unto them with help their forefathers had found, and how they were delivered when under Sennacherib 184,500 perished. And he told them of the battle that they had in Babylon with the Galatians, how they had become 8,000 in all to the business with 4,000 Macedonians, and that the Macedonians, being perplexed, the 8,000 destroyed and 120,000 because of the help that they had from heaven, and so received a great booty. All right, so because the Lord has given us this truth, all right, the Lord willing this be his will, all right, he be with us until the end, okay, and give us the strength to fight, all right. The help came from heaven, from Yahweh Shai, all right, meaning that at that particular point in time in history, that the Lord was going to aid them in the battles that Israel went through, and it happened, and we can read about it, okay. That's why things are written for aforetime for our learning to give us that confidence in the Lord. It says here, thus, when he had made them bold with these words, okay, because Jake gets hyped up, either in a good sense or a bad sense, when somebody's talking to him, right? and ready to die for the law and the country, he divided his armies into four parts and joined with himself his own brethren, leaders of each band, to wit Simon and Joseph and Jonathan, giving each one 1,500 men. And he appointed Eleazar to read the holy book. And when he had given them his watchword, the help of Yahweh, himself leading the first band. And by the help of the Almighty, they slew above 9,000 of their enemies and wounded and maimed the most parts of Nicanor's host, and so put them to flight. All right. In the time of our troubles, in the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, in the time of persecution, all right, when you're going to be looked at as a terrorist or thrown in concentration camps or possibly be beheaded, the Lord's going to be there to deliver you, especially if you believe, especially if you've been working for the Lord, serving the Lord to the best of your abilities. All right, the Lord's going to be there. This is an account for it, all right, where the Lord helped our brothers, our forefathers, okay? All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 20. It says 20:1, Deuteronomy 20:1. When thou goest out to battle against thine enemy and seest horses and chariots and people more than thou, be not afraid of them. All right, so an example I'm thinking in my mind of is when, Esau Edom got his police force or his ATF or FBI or CIA or whatever alphabet gang task force knocking at your door, and they got guns drawn on you and your family, and they got their police cars, and they separate y'all to haul y'all off in different areas. Remember, be not afraid, for Yahweh is with thee, and Yahweh thy power is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. It may be hard to remember this in a time of persecution, but the Lord can put the spirit on you to remember this. The Lord can put the spirit on you to be bold in those times. The Lord can put the spirit on you. And you can read it in the book of Luke, how the Lord's going to give you a mouth that and words that your enemies will not be able to gainsay nor resist. That's help right there. Okay. Nonetheless, verse 2, it says, and it shall be when you come nigh into battle that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people. All right, like we just had read in second Maccabees, when Eleazar read out of the book. All right, and he shall say unto them, Shema Yasharallah. All right, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, for fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them. For Yahweh your power is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you. All right, the Lord's going to save us, man. Okay. There's many accounts in the scriptures where the Lord delivered and saved us. Okay, you have to believe that it's going to happen for you. This is Proverbs 21 and 31. I'm going to read it in the KJV and the NLT. All right, it says, the horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of Yahweh Shem outside. All right, let's look at that word safety. All right, safety can go into help and aid. Okay, protection, salvation, deliverance. Look at this, salvation, deliverance. All right, deliverance usually by Yahweh through human agency. Like I had mentioned earlier, the Lord can have people help you. All right. You can be in a situation where you're in prison, all right, and the Lord have people there to protect you, all right. In the spiritual sense, it says salvation, all right. There's no reason for us to doubt the Lord. The scripture saying Jeremiah is there's not anything that's too hard for the Lord, okay. All right, let's look at this in some other translations. This is an NLT. It says, the horse is prepared for the day of battle, but victory belongs to the Lord. And if you have been working for serving the Lord to the best of your abilities, you're going to be a part of that victory, man. All right. This is in the LSB. It says, the horse is set for the day of battle, but salvation belongs to Yahweh. All right. This is not the name of the Lord right here. It's Yahweh. All right, there would be an A here between the H and the W, and there would be an A here where the E is, okay? Yahweh, not this word right here, okay? But on the NET, it says that horses prepare for the day of battle, but victory is from the Lord. Like the brothers have received help from the Lord from heaven, all right? But the Lord's going to help us, man. Remember that, believe that, pray for it, and wait for it, okay? All right, Lord will use edify to the next time. Shalom.